Hi, this is Karen from White Willow. Today we are going to make celery seed terrariums. We're going to go ahead and get these started. We're actually a little late. This is the 12th of January. I wanted to start these at the beginning of January or late December because celery seeds grow very slowly. So I'm going to go ahead and take this nasty milk jug that I've been using for watering my plants that are under my patio, and we're going to make this into a nice little terrarium for your celery seeds to get started. So the first thing we're going to do is cut a milk carton. Let me just make sure I don't stab myself with this. Now I cut it about 4 inches, 5 inches, maybe 6 inches from the bottom. Celery has a very shallow root system, so you don't need to have anything deep to get them started. Now I go ahead, and I've seen these done both ways, but I leave this handle. I know I'm making a lot of noise. Sorry, hang on. I leave this handle like this so I can actually get in there and do the dirt and then close it back up again. So what I do, and actually I'm probably going to put lettuce in this one, is put regular gardening soil in the bottom. You can get the Kellogg's organic gardening soil. And then I put the starter soil above that. And then I add just 1 tablespoon of bone meal in each container this size. And then I go ahead and mix it and then put my celery seeds in, or lettuce seeds, or whatever you're doing. Actually, I was thinking of growing loofahs, so I might put loofahs in this one to get them started. I don't know. I actually put them here. I never grew loofahs before, so I think I'm going to try it this year and just see. I've heard of adding them to your soap when you make your soap, and it gives it a little bit more of a scrub to it. So I'm gonna give this a shot. It requires full sun, which I'm in Central Florida, so yay. I go ahead and moisten the soil first before I put the seeds in. You don't want it too wet because then you'll just get mildew in the top of the dirt. Not that this container is pretty gross. I'll explain a little bit more on this container and why it looks all brown and gross when I do my water video. So making sure you're stocking up on your water, and why not put it in clear containers. So anyway, I just use this for watering my patio plants. You're going to go ahead and see the dirt on the bottom, and you want to make sure these are going to get some sort of natural light. I have 2 containers of the celery. So the celery seeds are very, 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 very tiny. So you're going to go ahead and set these in a somewhat of a natural light area. A covered patio is great down here in Central Florida. If you have an indoor patio with good lighting, then that's a great place to get your seeds started there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do loofah, but I just wanted to show you this little homemade seed starter that you can make out of your old water containers. So if you already have celery that you use in your refrigerator and you don't want to compost them, you can just put these in water and they will root. So then they will actually grow. I put these in a week or so ago, and you can see that this is already starting to grow celery again in it. So just harvest your own. Do this with onions. You can do this with a lot of different things. Romaine lettuce you can do this with. So go ahead and just use your scraps, use the bottoms, the root area of your previous used vegetables, and stick them in water. I don't go crazy and like toothpick them up or anything like that. I literally just stick them in water and they do great. I think sometimes we overthink how to do these things, and really it's super, super, super easy. So we're going from the smallest seed in the world with the celery. Okay, maybe not the smallest. I know the mustard seed's really small, and it's biblical. And these are the loofah seeds. So you can see they're bigger. And once the loofah's dry on the vine, you can pick it, and these will just fall out of the loofah. So I'm going to go ahead and try to start these and see how many we can get. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 in here. I'm not going to put all that I had in my hand because, and I don't really go crazy with the depth of the seeds, especially when I start them in these little milk jug terrariums, because they're kind of covered and they'll get some decent sun, and they're already wet in there, so they're kind of just creating their own little energy. So I'm going to throw these back in here. So we'll see how the loofahs do. I always do well with the celery, and then I can transplant the celery into my raised bed garden. Don't forget that. The reason I'm starting them in these is because they're slow growers, and I'm going to transplant them to my raised bed. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video. And as always, thank you for watching White Willow.